The family placement team from Swindon Borough Council aims to help families through difficult times. The on-call staff will give support to keep family together, but where that is not possible, they call upon their A-team of foster carers. A life lived in fear is a life half lived. People like you can give a home for a child in need.
So we're looking after about 260 children across the whole age range, 0 to 18. But over the course of a year, we're probably going to be looking after somewhere between 300 to 400. So children come into care, children go out.
Well, David, you've been having a bit of a difficult time, haven't you? And you can't stay at home at the moment, are you?
There are lots of different types of fostering. We've got emergency foster care, which is where a child needs to be accommodated at very, very short notice. It can be an hour's notice, it can be out of hours.
I want you to take this little book with you, which is about a dog who couldn't stay with his family.
As we'll see from David's story, he came into care at very short notice. We don't know at this point how long he's going to be in care. My colleagues will be working to assess what's going on in the home situation. It may be that he'll go home in very few days, but it may be that we'll be working to support the family for a much longer period of time than that.
Meet the family placement team who stand at the forefront of the fight to protect and care for young people.
And pull a hat out of the bag was kind of free to keep her.
Family placement.
So what kind of people can foster? Well, there are actually very few automatic disqualifications from being a foster carer. Stating the obvious and say if you've got convictions for offences against children, we probably won't be much interested in you. But there are no upper age limits. We usually expect carers to be 21 or over, just because they do need a bit of life experience. But whether you're couples, single, same-sex couples, married, unmarried, we don't mind. We think everybody's got a potential role to play.
Lucette has been through all the stages of the process as a child in care, so she knows firsthand what is needed to be a good foster carer.
Understanding and listening is the key and important thing to me, and actually treating me like their own, so I'm not out. And that's what does happen with my foster carers, because they do treat me as family. They will take me on holiday and they will treat me like a human being.
After an emergency call-out, the next step is for the social workers to work with the parents and for the children like David to be taken into temporary care. Only then is the final decision made whether he should return home or be found a permanent foster family.
And the plan would be for a lot of social work support to go in to looking at doing the work that needed to be done so that the child could return back to live with their birth family. And that's what happens in most circumstances, and we'll see with David later on that he kind of is accommodated into a temporary foster placement. Have a little bit of a look at what that looks like. It's obviously very important that foster carers are very welcoming. It's very traumatic for children, so they've got an important role in trying to help children to feel comfortable.
David meets the family that are going to look after him.
Yeah? Okay, can I come stay with us? We've got lots of fun things to do. Do you like dogs? We've got dogs at home.
Lynn and Martin are new foster carers, taking on a young boy like David before Christmas.
And to get him to take part in the family and just open up to us as well, which is very, very good. It's a challenge, yes, but if you can do it, it's lovely to see his face as well, see him smile when he's succeeded on something. And he thinks, I can now do that, like doing his shoelaces up for the first time. We're soon going to teach him how to tell the time. So we're waiting for that sort of next progression, isn't it? And the school has said he's perked up as well. So that is a bonus.
But you can't move.
No, he's around my
You
feet
can't
every
move
day.
because it's calling him. If ever he's out of the room, it's where's Martin, what, and everything. It just follows him around like a lost sheep, really, doesn't he?
If children aren't able to return to their birth family, then we will start to look at other alternative permanent options, and one of those options is permanent foster care, where foster carers commit to caring for a child on a permanent basis, so the child will become a permanent member of their family, and the expectation and the hope is that they would be part of their family through childhood into adulthood and beyond.
I went into care just after my 10th birthday. I was very overwhelmed by everything that went on, from going to my first foster carers to then having to spend like half a year with them to then moving on, which is quite hard, but I did get the support afterwards.
Moving into a strange new place can be frightening until you meet new friends and a family who make you feel warm and safe and part of their world. What about the foster parents' own children? How do they cope?
When David came, I didn't really know how to react to it because he was new and I didn't really know anything about him. And as time passed, we started playing football and just getting used to each other, really.
The family placement team organise a group called Kids United, which is only for children of foster parents.
We recognise that when you come into fostering, it's not just yourselves that are fostering, it's actually a fostering family.
When we go to Kids United, we talk about like all the difficulties we have at home.
The chance for sons and daughters to get together, meet people that are actually in a similar position, their feelings and thoughts, receive advice and support from the team, and also to have fun.
We have trips out places. We had a weekend at PGL before when Jade got pushed in the water.
The family placement team is one of the jewels in the Swindon Borough Council's crown.
Swindon Council take the view that family life is the most important thing for our young people, and if our young people can stay with their birth family, that is in their best interest, but clearly there are some young people for whom that isn't possible or in their best interests, and therefore the council has a responsibility as a corporate parent to take these young people into care. And one of the best ways that we can look after those young people is to offer them the opportunity of being fostered. So we're very keen to attract people to join our fostering team to help give those young people the best start in life. We have a fabulous team of officers working in our fostering and adoption service, and we've been inspected by Ofsted over the last few years, and they've graded our service as being excellent, and we're delighted with that.
Temporary and permanent fostering are only half the story. The family placement team also cover home and away and supported lodgings.
Our home and away scheme is a very special one. It is what formerly was called respite care, and it's for children and families with the children or the child has a disability. And the scheme, we recruit and approve, train and support carers to provide basically once a month weekend breaks. And it not only supports the family, giving them a break that they could use, but it also, what's nice about it, it's a real positive experience for the young people themselves, the children, because kids and young people with disabilities tend to be more inclusive and they don't have as many opportunities to explore the world. And so they get linked with carers that make a long-term commitment to them. So a lot of these links can last for years and years.
So yeah, it's like, you know, she's just part of the family, really. And Megan, you know...
No, I treat her as a sister.
And what about the positive relationship with Mum and the family and the impact for her?
I do try to encourage Mum to, like, go off on holiday, go out with her friends, just, you know, she knows we're all safe, doesn't she?
How do you cope as a home and away carer with the special needs of a child with disabilities?
Swindon Borough Council are very good because they do allow us to get transport to and from places. You know, we have supervision regular with Camilla, and if the children have ever got any questions or worries, you get into trouble at the weekend, you've always got the out of hours as well, and they've been always really good. Is that better? Anytime there's anything good going on, I always try to book those days so she gets to come as well. It's really lovely that she can actually have the pleasure of eating though, because quite a few of the children, you know, that I know can't actually have food. She's just, you know, she's just devours her and everybody adores her.
Tracy is another home and away foster carer looking after children with disabilities.
I've been a home and away carer for Swindon Borough Council for 8 years. The training that we receive and the ongoing training is really exceptional. Quite a lot of the parents are very anxious, but then once they get into it, it completely changes their lives. It is the best job in the world as far as I'm concerned. It's almost like my dream job.
Another one of our specialty schemes is our supported lodging scheme. And this is similar to foster care, but it's for young people 16 and over who are, most of them are coming out of foster care, out of the foster care system. And it's a form of providing them assistance for independent living skills, developing daily living skills like how to do laundry, cook, budgeting. It's in a family home.
What sort of age range would you be looking at? Yeah. Well, you know, have you ever thought about supported lodgings?
Yeah, I'm very happy. It's very rewarding. It's challenging sometimes. Swindon Borough Council provide me with good training package, which is always good to go and find out from the experienced carers what their experience is.
So these are carers that it's less restrictive than foster care. Young people are given more freedom and responsibility that gradually builds.
We have coffee morning support groups. We are provided with 24/7 emergency duty service, as long as I have also my own link social worker, which is always on the end of the phone when I need her.
Not to worry. That's it. Stay calm. And what I'll do is, what I'll do is I'll come round.
Yeah, it is very rewarding on the end of the day when you less expect it and you have this little smile on the little cards on the top of the fridge saying thank you.
Can you be a somebody to someone? Ordinary people can do extraordinary things.
Children's Services strongly believe in the value of family life. Most children thrive best in the care of their own birth families, and where a family has problems, we will do all we can to support parents in continuing care of their children within their own family network. Sometimes this just isn't possible, and it's at such times that we turn to our foster carers to provide children with a safe, secure alternative until arrangements for their future long-term care can be made. Foster carers provide a vital service to the community by offering support, stability to children in need of care through what is inevitably a traumatic and often painful period in their lives.